Hello again, and welcome to the Coach Chris Boden Show. Brandon Odoi, Football Hotbed, joined with ASA Miami football head coach Chris Boden. Chris, another resounding win this past week, this time against Advanced Prep. They were able to get on the board, but you guys took care of business early.
Yeah, we came out, we jumped on them quickly. First play of the game, we picked them off. I thought our execution level on offense and special teams was okay. We have to be a lot sharper going forward. Defensively, we played well. They got on the board late in the game with about a minute left in the game. So, but we played well. But like I said, our execution level has got to be a lot better going forward.
Talk about execution. This is, of course, Georgia Military Week. You've told me that the kids are a lot more focused. They've had this game circled for many weeks. Without jumping right into the preview of Georgia Military, just talk about the focus level this week, and obviously there were some miscues last week in the game, but where are the kids mentally?
They definitely have had this game circled for a while, and it's, this is a big game for us. They're ranked 13th in the nation. They're a very, very good team, but our focus today at practice was great. And, every day we have to focus in, and if we do that, I think it will give us a chance to win.
Absolutely, a chance to win, and that's been provided predominantly up to this point by your running game. I mean, you talk about excellent numbers from Mr. Hardnett, a Palm Beach County product. Of course, Erick has really been a guy that you guys have been focusing on, and he's taken advantage of his opportunities. 2 touchdown rushes, 62 yards, 7 attempts. Just talk about the young man and what he's producing out there on the field for you.
Yeah, it's the same thing he's done every week. He comes ready to play. He runs hard. He runs with great vision. Like I said last week, he's a verbal leader and an excitable guy on our team. And again, he only played half the game this week and put up the numbers he did. But Erick's done a great job. We expect big things from him going forward.
Absolutely. And so let's just talk about Voshon. He's, of course, a national leader from the quarterback position here at ASA. And, he had kind of a slow start in this game, but he was able to refocus and get you to where you needed to be.
Yeah, as the game went on, he settled down. In the second quarter, he settled down, made some really nice plays, nice throws. Again, for him, it's a learning process every week. He's still a freshman. He's going to make mistakes, but he's done a great job so far, and we expect him to play a great game against Georgia Military and make quick decisions, and hopefully lead us to victory.
Absolutely. Only a freshman, only a few games into his college career, so obviously looking forward to more growth and development on him. Let's talk a little bit about Steavenson Fernand. He's a guy that is also a national leader at the reception level as far as your receivers. He's going to have a big game for you this week.
He definitely does. He's 6'4", great hands, fast, physical kid, an extremely intelligent receiver. He's picked up the offense from day one. We're very excited about his development, and he's done a great job so far.
Absolutely. Stevenson, as well as Erick Metellus, really anchoring that wide receiver core for you, and they're going to be definitely to be counted on with Georgia Military. This is a team that can put up a lot of points. Before we go into that game, have to talk about just from an overall perspective level. This game, you come in advanced prep, you sit around for 2 hours, you have the lightning delay. That's what happens in South Florida. How were you guys as coaches able to mentally keep the kids ready to play football after sitting around since about 10 a.m. to play about a 3 p.m. game?
Yeah, no, it's tough. We got to the field at 10 o'clock. We sat around until 3 o'clock start, so that's 5 hours just sitting at the field. And it's not an excuse, but we have to come out and execute better right from the start, no matter what the circumstances are. But, for both teams, both of us had to sit around all day. We eventually got the whole game in. It was a long day. But it is what it is. You have to deal with all the other elements and adversities that come along, and deal with it.
Absolutely, adversity. One of the best parts about playing football. Talking about football, this weekend, obviously the highly anticipated matchup. Number 13 Georgia Military. They're back in the national rankings now after a win at the College of DuPage in Illinois this past week. You had a couple of weeks to prepare for this team. Going in, what's the biggest key to getting the win on Saturday?
Winning all 3 parts of the game, offensively, defensively, special teams wise. For us, offensively, we have to take care of the ball and we have to consistently move the football. Defensively, we have to create turnovers. We have to create turnovers. We got to fly around. And special teams wise, we have to win that battle. Georgia Military every year, and I've coached against them for 4 years, they always win the special teams battle. And that's something that we harped on last year in New York. And they still blocked a punt. And that's something that we have to win that area of the game. If we can win those 3 areas, I think that'll give us a chance to win. But they're an extremely good team at all over the place.
Good team from top to bottom. A lot of familiarity with you, being at ASA New York. Now you're in Miami. How much comfort level does that give you with a team like Georgia Military that, you come in, you're somewhat familiar with what they do, and you got a little bit of an edge in preparation?
Yeah, I mean, it's it's a fun week to prepare, because it's going to be a good game. It's great competition. I'm very eager to see how our kids deal with adversity. We haven't had much adversity on the football field so far this season. This is a good team. Offensively, they can move the ball. Defensively, on all 3 levels, D-line, linebacker, and the secondary, they're phenomenal. They're a great team. So, like I said, for us, we cannot turn the ball over. We have to create turnovers, and we have to win the special teams battle.
The coaches were all buzzing around the office. Everybody's so excited. What are you, in your first big test as a head coach, what are you focusing on this week?
For us, it's preparation. Is making sure the coaching staff, we're preparing our kids to play, which we are doing. Our kids' focus level has been there really for the past couple of weeks. They know this is the game we got to get. And then every day we just got to make sure that we're doing the right things. The kids are paying attention, meetings, and really focused on the field. We're taking care of our bodies. But like I said, it's a fun week, because this is a big game to get up for. Hopefully we'll come out and match their intensity level right from the start.
Absolutely. Hey, so as we talked about last week, we wanted you to write in and give a question to Coach Chris and, have him answer it. We got a question in today, Coach, on our Facebook page. And the question is, what was your favorite quarterback growing up? We know you were a quarterback. And how has it influenced you, this particular person, whoever it is, and how you coach, how you play, how you want your quarterbacks to play, etc.?
My favorite quarterback growing up was Randall Cunningham of the Philadelphia Eagles. He was watching him play, and the excitement that he brought to the football field was something I loved. I grew up a Philadelphia Eagles fan when I was a little kid, but he was definitely one of my favorites. The other 2 guys, Brett Favre and John Elway, I love the way they played. Just watching, I think all those guys were excitable quarterbacks on the field, and growing up as a young kid, those are the type of quarterbacks that I looked up to.
Well, Coach, thanks again. An exciting game this weekend here at Mylander Stadium, Hialeah, Florida, 1 p.m. start, Georgia Military, the ASA Storm. The storm is rising, and we're looking forward to the game. For next time, for Coach Chris Boden, I'm Brandon Odoi. We'll see you next week.